Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To Dr. Ami Sohana binti Abdul Menon, I'm NURR AQIDAH binti Muhammad Zamuri will be presenting regarding the retail anthropology of clothing industry. Okay, first of all, according to Dennis and Evans, retail anthropology, known as the study of consumers' shopping habits in order to choose the best locations for new retail sites and the better designs for the development itself and for the space within each store. Specifically, this can be said that I will be conducted some retail investigation in clothing industry focusing on three issues that ultimately give effects on customers' behavior based on the level of optimization of each store that have been selected, which is DeFacto, Cotton On, and F.O.S. These three retail stores are offering the apparel and fashion sector, which they sell clothing assortment for kids, women, and men, including the casual wear, swimwear, outerwear, and so forth. They also sell accessories like handbag, shoes, socks, shawls, and many more. The main reason why I chose clothing industry is I am very eager to study and investigate more about customer buying patterns and habits towards the clothing retail stores, since I also a fan of a window shopping person. Hence, the core issues that need to analyze are including the customer flow, crowdedness and accessibility within these three retail industry. Okay, this is the comparison chart between the three store retailers, including DeFacto, Cotton On, and F.O.S, with their related key issues: customer traffic flow, their crowdedness, the accessibility, and the overall scores. Okay, the first key issues is the customer traffic flow. This will discuss about the people movement through the store, where the people got attracted by the displays and areas of the store, and their level of efficiency of traffic flow. DeFacto traffic flow was increased from time to time compared to the Cotton On and F.O.S because both Cotton On and F.O.S are having an average customer traffic flow. I was noticed that DeFacto is maintaining their storefront to look well arranged and attractive enough to ensure the customer stopping by to go to shopping here. For example, DeFacto was presenting the impressive storefront whereby they managed to arrange the mannequin display with various fashionable style and providing two different puff doors with big signs on the floor that would be easier for customers to come in and come out, like the picture on the DeFacto. Okay. The main specialty of DeFacto is they possess a strategic location of their retail store placement, which the retail store is very near with the main entrance and the escalator, so that it would attract customer attention to keep on seeing the clothes in the retail store, then come in to go shopping without thinking too long. Thus, I observed that DeFacto gained continuous customers in a very short time period, which this showed their customer traffic flow is very efficient and effective. As for Cotton On, was faced an average customer traffic flow whereby it was slower rather than DeFacto, which I recognize that less people come into this retail shop. The main reason because the arrangement of the mannequin display are somehow a bit messy and cluttered, which lead customers to feel less attractive and puzzled with the layout. From the outside, customers might see the clothes are packed and crowded. However, since the Cotton On is offering various types of clothing that come with very high quality, this would be a huge reason to maintain the loyalty among customers. The very hot selling of their item is their promotions of purchasing 2 selected shoes with only 80 ringgit compared to buy only a single pair of shoe which costs around 59 ringgit. This can be seen as their most attractive area, which allow many potential customers to purchase during the promotions. However, other items like clothes, trousers, and other accessories might be a bit expensive and costly. This somehow will lead to an average of customer traffic flow. Lastly, for FOS, factory outlet store, also resulted with the same situation as Cotton On, which their customer traffic flow is on average level. It is because their retail outlet was located at a hidden place which not usually passing by many people, so that most of people might not notice and alert of the existence of this retail outlet. They also don't have any mannequin display at their storefront to attract customers, but they do have those inside the mannequin displayed inside their outlet. Fortunately, the best thing would be customer favorite is their daily promotions on selected clothes, with every 2 blouse purchase only cost 59 ringgit and every 2 casual trousers purchase only 79 ringgit. The second key issue is the level of the crowdedness of these 3 retail stores. As for DeFacto, DeFacto gained the most crowded retail outlet compared to FOS, which is I noticed that they provide a huge entrance and wide aisles to their customers, so that when customers go walking in through their stores, they wouldn't get in each other's way or bump to each other. DeFacto is ensuring that customers to be at very ease and comfortable situation during their shopping sessions. Besides, DeFacto gained many customers rather than 2 other retail stores, and they managed to handle their crowdedness by providing customers with well-organized pathway. However, the level of the crowdedness is not crowded as weekend days, which is usually would be loaded with massive customers. As for Cotton On, it also owned a wide aisles on the entrance part, which they definitely encourage customers to do shopping activities with excitement. Meanwhile, when customers start going to the inside, they will stuck with limited space on their clothing sections. It is because the distance between one type of clothing to another type of clothing is very near and somehow become narrow to customers across that pathway. The crowd isn't that many as the crowd during weekend days too. Lastly, for FOS, it's providing a small aisles on their entrance itself, and it is a wide aisles on their clothing sections. Customers might feel packed on the outside, but when they come into the stores, they will feel satisfied with the aisles provided. It is because we see that their entrance, which there is a little corner for customers to come in and scanning my Sejahtera QR code that wouldn't be enough space for them. This may be lead customers to face a long queue during a crowd situation. However, they systemized each of pathway with enough space for each clothing sections. Then whenever customers coming into their stores, they would easily walk all around the stores and avoiding themselves from getting in each other's way. Their crowd is much lesser compared to DeFacto. As for the accessibilities, which is the last key issues regarding DeFacto retail outlet, is basically they are offering a great accessible attributes including My Sejahtera QR code, fitting rooms, multiple payment methods, clothing sections, and sale item signboard. For example, like they providing My Sejahtera QR code with the temperature scanner to all the customers at their entrance door, which every customers are compulsory to follow the standard operating procedure, which is SOP, during this MCO. Besides, the fitting rooms also provided by them in case the customers wanted to try the comfortness of the clothes before they purchase. Customers access with multiple payment methods such as cash, debit cards, credit cards, electronic bank transfers, and also QR Pay. Besides, clothing sections would be the most very important part for customers as their directions within this retail store, such as kids sections, women, men, accessories, and so forth. DeFacto also provide sale item signboard, which exactly will conquer customers' interest to purchase any of it. Basically, they put the signboard on selected items only. For cotton on retail industry, they provide the same few accessibilities like DeFacto does. For example, the My Sejahtera QR code, the fitting rooms, and also the multiple payment methods. As for F.O.S, they also serve the customers with some good accessibilities, including My Sejahtera QR code, fitting rooms, multiple payment methods, plastic gloves, and daily sales signboard. For example, they provide a diversified payment methods, including cash, debit cards, credit cards, and electronic bank transfers. Fortunately, F.O.S is having their own daily sales signboard, which is their specialty, such as 3 items for 90 ringgit and 2 items for 59 ringgit and many more. They somehow can attract customers' intention to purchase their clothes and stuffs. For the recommendations based on the performance of these 3 retail stores, which is DeFacto, Cotton On, and also F.O.S, I would recommend that these 3 retail stores should provide customers with the shopping bag during their shopping session to fill in their clothes and ensuring their conveniences. This is the biggest touch point to let customers shopping with pleasure and reaching their satisfactions, which they feel super easy and advantageous with conducive facilities provided by these retail stores in future. Overall, it can be said that DeFacto is the most better rather than 2 other retail stores called Cotton On and F.O.S due to the highest overall scores that has been collected by DeFacto itself. The final part, which is the e-commerce function in improving DeFacto, Cotton On, and F.O.S outlet stores. Okay, basically, I firmly believe with the implementation of the e-commerce platform through all these 3 retail stores will definitely improving and enhancing the better future for each of them. Generally, DeFacto is currently applying e-commerce function whereby they use visual retailing, whereby they visualize their entire product lines in an easily manageable perspective. DeFacto may promote the image and products through this platform with the use of design skills. For example, they can create the eye-catching women clothing display and overall store layouts in purpose to attract customers and encourage them to purchase. Second one, for the Cotton On, they also optimizing the use of e-commerce whereby they owned a website for each country they supplied their clothing brand, like in Malaysia, USA, and so forth. They do a collaboration too with Zalora Malaysia and Brunei website, which this website allow those Malaysian people and Bruneian people to access and do shopping online. Last one for FOS, retail store. They also practicing function of e-commerce too, since they possess online shopping platform or known as official website. Malaysian people who live within Peninsula as well as Sabah and Sarawak may enjoy their promotion and online shopping through FOS website if they have plenty of time to do window shopping and so forth. They definitely will save their time and transportation costs as well. I think that's all from me. Thank you so much.